So why can't I lose weight? I'm strict carnivore. Why can't I see health improvements? I'm strict carnivore. All these things, and got to be real. First of all, strict carnivore. Like, let's be real. Strict carnivore is beef, salt, water, and supplements that don't have any additives or fillers. No magnesium stearate, no cellulose, no monocrystalline cellulose, no D-alpha tricyclical acetate masquerading as vitamin E. All that stuff. Second of all, once you're actually, also you gotta drink a lot of water. I drink high quality spring water, just like Nestor from the Odyssey, like high quality spring water, the drink of royals. Just like meat's been the food of royals. It's so funny how food and class differences go together. But anyway, it's also why they try to convince all the peasants to eat grains. But anyway, so why can't I lose weight, or why can't I improve my health? This isn't for me. This is this other person's question. But I'll put this out there because I've ridiculously experienced the carnivore diet. I've been on the carnivore diet for most of the last 10 years, and I've done keto for or some variation of keto for over half my life. I'm 27. So I know what I'm talking about. I've made all the mistakes. Let's put it that way. So, one, you're not eating enough fat. You're not eating beef, salt, and water. You're eating all of this other garbage that just isn't the thing. Once it's working, then you can add things in that aren't beef. Until it's working, beef, salt, water. You can do 80-20 ground beef that is fatty enough. So there's no excuses to only be eating lean cuts. You can just 80-20 ground beef. You can add a little fat. I went years on 80-20 ground beef. It's fine. I still eat 80-20 ground beef. I get the grass-fed stuff. It's really yummy. I like to cook it in the air fryer, and then I wait until the little patties I make they're still juicy, but they're not so juicy that all the juice runs out, and I cut them open and I eat them individually with the juices and salt them, and it's really good. It's really enjoyable to eat ground beef patties that way. So you can do it. So let's say you're doing that and it's still not working for you, just like it wasn't working for me when I was doing carnivore this time around. I do carnivore to fix the absolute and total loss of sleep. People will, it's so irritating. People are like, hey man, you said you only slept 2 hours a week. That's because you're taking meth. And I'm like, I have never taken methamphetamine in my entire life. I've never done cocaine. I don't do any of this shit because I got fucking sleep problems, man. Why would I be taking stimulants when I got sleep problems? It doesn't make any fucking sense. But people are absolute fucking morons. But I'm assuming you're not one of them if you're watching a video on the carnivore diet. So, but that, yeah, 2 hours of sleep a week, it's hell. So very motivated to figure out what works and what doesn't work, because the alternative is the Soviet Union's favorite form of torture. But I seriously doubt they were ever able to sleep deprive anyone as much as I've been. So for the duration of time that I've been. So, oh, well, whatever. I'll just get back to how I can help you. So basically, if you're doing all these things and it's still not working, then you need more salt. If you're like, I consume salt and I'm having weird reactions to salt, and you think you're experiencing oxalate dumping, and then your detox pathways are fucked. Also, your metabolism might not be high enough. You want to walk every day, drink at least a gallon of water every day. You have to do these things to support your metabolism. So, without getting into any of the supplements that support detox, there's B vitamins, magnesium, zinc, calcium is a beneficial one as well. Vitamin C. Those are good. Experiment with those. Check out my other YouTube channels. I cover this stuff. I actually have a supplement called Sleep Minerals that is A1. Go look it up on my website and then make it for yourself. I don't fucking care. I just make it for me because I used to health coach people too. So then I was like, well, I can't be telling people to just go out and make all their own supplements because it's a pain in the ass. So I made them available. Except for vitamin D. I take vitamin D2 as well. Or vitamin D3 as well. It's vitamin D2. No, but it's actually vitamin D3 too. Vitamin D3 as well. which I don't have available right now. Again, I don't really care. I can't actually buy. I just lick knives that I dip in the pure powder because my body is kind of fucked up. So I'll probably make a vitamin D3 supplement available because now I'm telling you guys to take vitamin D3 because if your detox pathways are fucked, you're going to have your liver conversion of vitamin D3 to bioactive form is going to be fucked as well. So you're going to need vitamin D3. I mean, at least I do in order to sleep, but like my body's so fucked from like a lifetime of not sleeping that I'm not like you probably don't need to do what I need to do. So you can kind of take all the supplements, just whatever. Put all that aside. You don't need to take all the supplements. Probably. What you want to do is you want to start drinking loose leaf organic gunpowder green tea. That's what you want to do. And if you can't tolerate that, if you drink it and you're like, oh my God, I got oxalate dumping symptoms. It's not oxalate dumping, it's detox. If you want to learn all about detox, go down the Andy Cutler rabbit hole, which is crazy. If that makes you feel like you're going to die and you get really worried, go watch my YouTube videos because I fixed it. I figured out how to do that better. So that's a good idea. But basically it's detox. So you don't really need to know the details about detox. All you need to know is that detox is supported by enzymes, gut bacteria, and the compounds in green tea. This is why lions eat the fermented innards of the animals they kill. Just a thing. Lions do that. I wondered about this for a long time. It's for the enzymes and probiotics and stuff to aid detox. Lions also lose all their teeth when they start starving. Again, because high metabolism sustains detox. It's a whole thing. So it's detox, basically. It's iron balance. The fact that we use iron for oxygen transportation, but iron also, because of its oxidative capacity, is the greatest cause of oxidative stress in our body. So we have to constantly balance this. And when there's plastics, so don't consume anything in a can because it's really plastic lined. Plastics, pesticides, heavy metals, if you have amalgam fillings and stuff, all of these things offset our body's ability to process iron in a healthy way. So then you end up in this situation where you're just like, I make no progress. Maybe you even like lose progress. This is where you see people who are like, oh, I lose 20 pounds and I gain it right back and I keep gaining and losing the same 20 pounds despite being really strict and no one believes me. It's because the toxins are stored in the fat and then they get released and the released toxins tank your metabolism, which then your body gains a bunch of fat to put the toxins there. And next thing they redistribute to your brain and other things, so then you actually end up feeling worse. And it's a whole thing. Again, look up Andy Cutler. But green tea actually has, so there's 5 things you need for proper detox. You need to move the stuff out of the tissues. You need to move it into, like, you need to mobilize it into your circulation. You need to have it not redistribute from circulatory system to other tissues. It needs to move into your bladder or poop. And then it also needs to, because once it's there, now it creates an environment for bad bacteria, which reverse all of that and cause your body to hold on to more stuff and take your metabolism and all that. So then you need to not have it create absolute gut dysbiosis at the same time. Don't ever consume artificial sweeteners. They make all of this so much worse. So green tea solves all of those, encourages the growth of good gut bacteria. The metabolites, when it's consumed by the gut bacteria, create, just feeding my daughter right here. Newborn baby, it's wonderful. So the metabolites are actually beneficial. The metabolites have their own detox capacity. Metabolites of what, you ask? The catechins, polyphenols, and tannins, which are most present in the highest quantities without paying $200 an ounce in organic loose leaf gunpowder green tea. So if you can't tolerate that because your body has so many stored toxins that the subtle mobilization of said toxins creates detox symptoms that you'll likely mistake as oxalate dumping, then steep the tea once, throw out the steeping. Steep the same leaves a second time, throw that out. Steep the leaves a third time and drink that. It's weak enough that your body will be able to handle it. And then you just keep drinking that in greater and greater quantities and greater strength until you can just drink the pure, straight, ambered long steeped gunpowder green tea. And when you can do that, I just drink a gallon a day. I drink a gallon a day. My metabolism is at 5,000 calories a day. I consume 5,000 calories a day. And I feel great. I have what Ray Peat describes as super intelligence. That's the result of like the brain, uses like a lot of calories, disproportionate number of calories. I believe it's 25% for 10% of your body mass. Well, my brain's using 40% because I'm super smart. And that 40% is way higher than your 40% because I'm consuming 5,000 calories a day. I actually mean that I might be slightly exaggerating with the 40%. I don't actually know how much of my metabolism is accounted for by my brain. I don't know how I'd measure that. But I think all the time, and thinking definitely does take calories, especially when you're thinking at the level that I am. And I can just do this all day, every day. Whereas I couldn't 2 years ago because my brain didn't work, and that was fun. So also on the weight loss topic, I got a bathroom thing over here. So I think I'm doing good on the weight loss front. This is kind of how a lot of people say they want to look. So, and I was fat too. You can go back to my YouTube videos. I was fat before the latest insomnia episode when I learned all this because nothing else worked. So leave a comment below. Check out my YouTube channel if you want to, but this is why you're not losing weight. Also, and also everything I just mentioned, including the minerals, the salt, the detox, all of that plays into the gallbladder problems because your gallbladder needs salt, zinc, magnesium, these sorts of things, B vitamins, enzymes that are produced from having a high metabolism and good gut microbiome, which you can increase by green tea because green tea encourages the growth of good bacteria and discourages the growth of bad bacteria and all the things I mentioned. That makes your gallbladder really good at producing bile because bile is also one of the main things your body uses for detox when everything else fails. So yeah, it all comes back around.